Equity wise, be up 19% on the 100. 19%. That is absolutely insane. Quick disclaimer. Trading carries a high level of risk, so anything done is your responsibility. The content on this channel is for educational purposes only and are my perspective and personal opinions. Alright, what's good, folks? So we're gonna be doing a challenge. Very simple challenge too. I'm gonna be taking 100 to 1,000, and however long it takes, because this is all data testing to prove the system that it works. 100 to 1,000, right? Across different pairs, whatever it is. You can see my screen. So across different pairs, and yeah, we're gonna just see exactly how it goes. Right now I see a good clean setup for NAS, and I'll explain exactly what I'm looking for, right? We here continuously making lows, you know what I mean? Same system on repeat, nothing has changed. I'm still doing the exact same things, you know what I mean? So bam, we made that low right there, made this one. So on the hourly we are selling, you know what I mean? We're shorting the market, and this is now my liquidity target bottom, and that's all I'm aiming for. And if I go down to my 1 minute, I'm looking for the repeat of that same thing to be happening. This is on the higher time frame, and I'm just looking for the same thing on the lower time frame. So as you see, I drew out exactly what my expectations are. I wanted it to create a high and then break that once it breaks this. So right now, once it breaks that, then I'll look for it to come back up, leave a gap, and then I'll enter on that trade right there. Very simply put. So yeah, I'll just be waiting on that to happen. I'm gonna pour myself a cup of tea right now and be right back. So yeah, you can watch it same time. So this literally just came down now and created our first zone that we would be looking for to say we're now interested in selling. And now this is the target bottom right here, and also this one right here. Oh, see, well, it came up. So now we're waiting for price to gap up and then come down like this. As I said before, so whenever it does stop and come back up and gaps, I'm getting into that trade for that sell, and I'm taking it to this low right here, and that's my target. Simple. Which is exactly what I just said right here, right? Same thing. Yeah, what I'll do is just leave that one there. But as you can see, this is the same concept that I wanted. Price to come up, break the higher, break the most recent low right there, come back down, come up, and I'll take in that same trade, which is exactly what I just said. All right, that's all it is. So now we're just waiting on that to happen, which means like if this closes and another one closes and leaves this gap right here, the one that trades through is the one I'm entering on, and my stop is going to be above that most recent high. Very simple. What's your name on Discord? Cool. My name on Discord is Tev the Trader. Tev the Trader. Boom. I guess this guy wants to join the Discord, but he probably can't get through with the link. And see, right now, if price crosses up here, then the trade is invalid. I'm not looking for anything right there right now. As long as it doesn't pass this high, then I'm still gonna be hoping. Cool. So now see, it passes that, This now is what I don't want to see it pass. Structure high. And I'll actually just change that black so we can see it. All right, so now being that this happened, what this just did was create another high, you know, setting in place bullish motion. So now if this closes right here and then trades up, if you were trying to buy, that's where you would buy from, but there's no reason for me to do so. Why? Because my 1 hour is already saying that we're selling. So why would I buy? No matter what shows me a buy signal, I don't care about it. So what I'm looking for right now in this very moment, since that happened, is this, for that not to play out. My hopes are now that price will come down here, boom, create that low that we would want, creating that demand zone, I mean that supply zone, and then coming up. So simply put like this. So I'd want price to come from here to kill this, come down, gap up, and then I'll take this trade going down. Simple as that. That would be my next target or goal. All right, to this liquidity target bottom right here. So looking roughly for like something like around 7% return. That's it. 7% because I only risk in 1%. And as a matter of fact, I'm not going to risk 1%. I think growing this account requires a little bit more if I can be targeting up to 1,000. So I might just do 5%. 5% is very, very risky, but 5% should do with a $100 account. You know what I mean? Definitely, because that's just $5 that they trading with. I wouldn't want to trade with anything more because I need my probability to play out, and my probability playing out is very important, right? Because you don't know when your losses are going to be. Neither do you know when your wins are going to be. But what you do know is that you have a proven system that works, and you just need your probability to play out in your favor. And once it plays out in your favor, which is it's going to play out in your favor, money is guaranteed over time. Simple. So now we're waiting on this thing to play out exactly like what I'm saying. Hopefully, if it's still going to remain bearish, which my higher time frame is already bearish. So let's just wait to see if it plays out that way. Why would I shift my bias? In the meantime, gold did exactly what I said that if it happens, I don't want to see. I don't want to be involved, and it did exactly that. So price came back down, broke lower, and I said that I wanted to see price break this high right here and come up, pause, and then I'll get in on that to ride this all the way up. Excuse me. And I said that I didn't want to see price break back below this, and there you go. Lo and behold, it broke below that. So why would I be trading that, especially knowing that my higher time frame is pushing me bullish? You know what I mean? And same thing for my 4 hour. Here you go. You know, so yep, there's no reason for me to be in gold right now. What I would need to see gold do on the 4 hour is create a high, liquidate it, come up, liquidate this one, pause, and then I can take it up. Very simple. And that would be that on the 4 hour. But I would be scaling down in here, knowing that this is the low. I'd be scaling down in here to wait for price to start to push up, and I'd get involved in here, which would lead to more of a trade, something like this. All right, somewhere in the 1 minute, it'd be something like this. All right, looking to take that up to the top here and beyond to continue the trend. Very simple and straightforward. NAS is looking good, so I'll keep that there. But yeah, you can see the pressure, the bearish pressure right here. And of course, even on the 4 hour, you can prove to yourself over and over that we are selling. All right, even simply just looking at this, and then knowing that we broke back up and price didn't work out in that sense. So price down here gapped, so now we started going bearish again from right here. Boom, and just did the same thing. Then we started gapping up again, So price only just went bearish from right here. Price only just went bearish from right here, right? And from there we could have started following this. As you see it already, I just know how to read it faster, so I just jumped to the most recent parts. But you can see, so from up here you could have been in the close, you could have been bearish from this whole time, and that's a 4-hour chart. So imagine on a 1 minute, imagine on a 15 minute, you know, very simply put. So now we're looking at this on the 1 hour and now on the 1 minute. So see, still, as long as it doesn't pass this, then it doesn't matter to me. I just needed to create that bearish structure for me to understand, okay, now bearish structure is being put in, and now we going, because right now this is bullish structure. It's obvious, like obvious bullish structure right here and right here, you know. It's putting in highs, higher highs and higher lows, simple as that. This one here, which comes and liquidates that, but then goes again, you know. That's making it super simple. Hi baby. Then it breaks that. So now that would have been the first bearish one that we just drew out. And then it came back up and did another one, which is a high. And then that's it. So, you know, it just doing the exact same thing on repeat. So now it created another high. So now this is bullish structure right here. So now what I would want to see is, now since this has been updated, I would want to simply see price come and break this now instead. So I'll just move that. I want to see price break this, and once price breaks that and creates that low, so now I want to see price literally break that. Once I see price break that, then I know that we're back in the bearish structures being formed. Simple as that. But right now it's bullish in a mini structure, internal structure. And it's 8:42 in the morning. Let me see, you know, if we're still recording. Yep, 8:42 in the morning. So all we're looking for right now is for that to break, come back up again, same thing. So break, come back up in some form of way, and then enter coming down. That's it. And this is how your bias can remain the same, but then be modified during the whole experience of it. Simple as that. And then once that happens, I can head over to MetaTrader and actually, let me put this right in here from now and open up this chart window right here, get this going, Tev red blue, boom, and get on to the 1 minute, and boom. So this is what I'm looking for. And I think it would be 0.05. I'm not sure if that would make, if that would be a good amount, but I do believe that would be alright. And either way, I just data collection, I'll know exactly how much I should be risking after that first one, whether it's 0.05 or more. Simple. So this is what I'm looking for. Let's see if we get that. Simple. All right, cool. Well, as we can see, the low right here, 26688, 26686. So that actually went lower. So we will actually enter once this crosses right there. Yeah, I'll enter on that once I see it cross right there, and that'll be the first trade for this account ever. Because it did cross that, so this would be my entry right here, and my stop will be right here, and that's what I'm taking to go lower should it pass that. I mean, it's approaching 9 o'clock now too, which means what do you call it? Which means the market is about to be open if it isn't open already yet. I mean, when I say the market, I mean the stock market, which this controls. This is the entirety of the stock market. That's what NAS is. You know, so that's kind of something to always look out for and to know. So 0.05 is what I'm using. NAS100. Yep, we are ready. Should in case that goes down below there. And that's my trade. And again, whether or not you take a loss, it doesn't really matter, because out of probability, you're going to win over time, or not win, but you're going to make money over time. You know, you don't know when your percentages are going to play out. So let's just see if we get that entry. And we got the entry. I am in here, and my stop loss. Oh, I should screen record this. Oh, so it's way more than a 0.5 that I need. I need maybe a 0.5 itself. Or let's do a 0.2. Let's do a 0.2 and see if that makes more sense. Okay, that's 268. That's 268 right there. And for this one, that's 291. So roughly one more should do. So one is a 0.2 and one is a 0.05. Cool. So just for this trade, I can just leave it as that. Well, you can see that I'm in it right here. So this is the very first trade for this account. Beautiful. And we can see how it go. The target. Okay, baby. The target, based on the 1 hour, the target is right here. So roughly around 6% would be gained. As you can see, the very first one. Yeah, baby. This would be the very first thing. So that's 5.85%. And then for this one up here, which would be roughly around 24% gained. Should it work? You know, otherwise it's just not gonna work. Yeah. I think I need to change the color for the ask and bid price. And as you see, we might even take a L right here. And we definitely have. Beautiful. So now that one just didn't work in that favor. And now, should it come down based on this one here? Right now, let's see, it created that high and came down. So that's fine. Even if it does cross right here, right now, you can get back in and then put that right there. So I'm going to set a limit for myself, for my account, pretty much, and not do more than roughly around 3 or 4 trades for the day, and just call it that. I'm going to do that and post that in here. NAS -1 sent me a friend request. Cool. I don't see any friend requests. Requests or mentions, I don't see anything, my boy. But yeah, cool. So now if it crosses this, so that's what that is now. That's another low. Now if it crosses this, I'm entering again. And this time I know exactly like how much I should be using in terms of like lot size. So I'm gonna be doing 0.5. Okay, I'm gonna be doing a 0.5 and then call it that. Here we go, it's 8:56. If I see that cross there, I'm getting in. And we might just get in right here right now. Let's see. Boom. That's the trade. And my stop loss is now above here. So for this trade, I might have risked a little too much, but that's 10% of the account. Alright, I can just monitor it on my phone and actually see. So now we just got into this next trade. Got in on this right here. Bam. And my stop loss is right about here. So my target again is down here on the 1 hour, which on the 1 hour for this would take us, percentage wise, would take us to roughly around 58% gain. Hey baby, you okay?
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead in the room, okay? So now we're just going to monitor this now and see how this goes. I risked a little bit too much. It should have been like a 0.25 is what that should have been based on the distance. But what I'm going to be doing is actually getting a trade manager. I can get a trade manager that I can put exactly how much I want to risk and then draw the points in so that no matter what, it stays on that amount of risk, so that it can I can stick to the percentage risk that I want to have, so the probability can stay the probability can stay set at a certain point. Because if I just risk in random numbers, then the percentage going to be random as well. This is a very risky trade because 9 o'clock I think is when this market will be open, so this can easily spike up and then spike back down in my favor, but that's just the nature of trading, you know what I mean? Let's just see how it plays out. Stop the noise bubble. Yeah, so that's what we're looking for. And again, the 1 hour is selling. My 1 minute has now become bearish. There's no reason for me to not be in this. Based on that spread, I think I would have to put it up to like this just to ensure that it doesn't stop. So risking roughly around $11 for this trade to make $58. And yeah, let's just see how it plays out. So I took that L right there. You're gonna be seeing this screen recording. So I took that L right there. Those two, pretty much call it one trade, because I would try and figure out how the lot sizes would be, because I don't have an active trade manager on this right now. So yeah, I had to figure out how the lot sizes would be, and that's where we're at so far. Yep. And it's 9 o'clock now, so this is when the volatility of the market should come in. Either this is gonna take me completely out or continue in the favor, you know, and it can do both. You never know. So yep, I'll continue the screen recording very shortly, or actually just leave it now. And here we go, price is going down. That would have been another entry right here. Like if you missed that first one, this would have been a second entry right here under that low, and your stop would have been right here right now, and your target still this. No matter what, that's the same target. That's what we're going for. And right now we are back up over our initial investment. This is 58 that we're going for, and that's it. I wouldn't even try to do nothing too extra. I eventually gonna go break even. If I see it make another high and then close below that, then I can just go break even. Or if it makes another candle again, once it hits this, that first target, I can probably, you know what I mean, go break even. And it does. So I can just go break even right here. But I learned and realized based on my data collection that price will come out and then they'll stop me at the break even and then continue in my favor, and it might not give me another setup, you know what I mean? So I'll leave it alone for now, just to go ahead and play out, you know, and see how it works, if it works. But if I get another candle pushing down that shows significant strength, then I'll just, you know, go break even and then let it go as is. And I can even take a partial right now too, to like, so I'll take a partial since it hit that first one of 0.02 and take that 4 just to lower the risk. And then once it crosses that low again on that candle, I'll go break even. Once it crosses this, I'll go break even. If it doesn't, then I'll just chill out and take that $2 L, because I just took how much off? $4 off. And then to lose 6 would be $2 loss, pretty much. All right. And that's just how this thing goes. You can see the screen recording. More than likely I can put the screen recording somewhere like right here so that you can see. And there you go, see? Price is just pushing back up. But easily, price can continue just falling off until it reaches down there. So now what we're looking at is a 34 gain if it does go back down there. $34 gain after we took off that $4 thing, $4 partial. Yeah, put simple, that's just what it is. And again, probability will play out as it should, you know what I mean? Again, this can just take us right out. Who cares? It doesn't matter. But what I do know is that the probability over time is that I'll get into a trade like this that will carry us all the way down, you know? And this right now can easily continue and carry us all the way down here. But you have to give it time to play out. You have to let price do what it's supposed to do. Right? Simple. So yeah, I'll update. As soon as it crosses here, I go and go break even. And then just leave it there until it does whatever. But so far, even if I go break even now, we'd be up 1.32% for the day. I mean, on the account so far. Cool. Yeah. Cool. So we just came very close to being able to go break even. So we're not break even yet. But if it does cross this, actually, since it broke that right there, I will go break even because it actually created a structure. So I'll go break even right there. So now I'm break even at 26.59. So I'm break even roughly around right here, which is where my entry is, roughly right here. So I'm currently roughly like right here, just so you can see it. Oh, I have to make a new one. Cool. Oh no, I don't. I actually have it over here, so it's like this. BE, and you can see that on my MetaTrader. So I'm currently break even at 87 cents, and I can just leave it. And if it does hit this, it'll be at $34 gain. Simple, as you can see. Oh yeah, I mean, you could see the screen recording, but yeah, that's what that is right there. Yep. And what I should do, which I think I will, is not actually set like a hard target. Sorry, a hard take profit at that low right there. That's just where I would probably take another partial, right? That's probably where I'd just take another partial, and then from there allow price to just run. Because remember, on the 1 hour, this is what we're looking at. We're looking at price to run this just like it ran this and came all the way down. we're looking for price to run this and then go continue on that trend, and this can run straight down to down here, you know what I mean? That's just how the nature of price can work. What we're looking on the daily is that we're still pushing down from this one. All right, so there's no reason why price can't like tumble, you know what I mean? There's no reason. See, first of all, we broke this low, so no, we are bearish on NAS, so there's no reason why price can't come down here and tumble all the way to down here, which would lead us to, you know, if you do look on it like that and we go to the daily chart, and I just said if price tumbles down to that side right there, price can easily tumble down to right here, and that would lead us to a 94% gain, right? A $94 gain, which would be a different percentage based on where I was just a while ago. So it's not 94%, but it would be $94 realized, you know. So I can just take another partial down here and see how that works. So it wouldn't be $94 gained on that part. So see, it actually just came down and did that. So we literally good to go with this right now. Let me just hop back down to the 1 minute and we can see. So we took that first L beautifully. I love the fact that it happened that way, because then you understand that nothing is wrong with your system. You're just letting the probability play out. Out of 100 trades that I'm going to take, that was one of the, let's say my probability is the ratio is 60% win ratio. That was one of the 40 that I will lose, that I will likely be able to lose. Simple, you know what I mean? And I don't know when I don't know if it's going to be back to back to back to back to back or not. But what I do know is that the probability of me getting into a highly profitable trade is a good one right here. It's a high probability. Simple, based on the mechanics of the market. And I'm not doing anything extra. I'm not doing nothing crazy. So see, now that now doesn't become the target, because that hit the target. That now just becomes another low, in which this one is now the target because it came up, gapped up, stopped, and now you can enter from here again to come down, you know. So all we're doing is just watching it play out right now. Boom. I have to say this now too. You see, if you don't allow your system to play out, see like this right now, some people might be seeing this and being like, oh, I should come out of the trade right now. I should come out of the trade. No, if you come out of the trade right now, then your system won't play out. And then that means you won't be making money. You know what I mean? Very simply put. You have to let it play out. If you know that your target is something, leave it, let it go to that target. You know what I mean? Very simply put. Yeah, man. Let it go. So right now, if I see my if I see the price close above the MAs, I might and break this. So if it breaks that and closes above here, I might just take another partial. I might. Or if anything, I just leave it alone, because that would still be a large gain realized. So I'll just prepare and get ready to do a partial if I see it break that, because this is my structure now, and my structure high is right here, which is that right there. Let me put this block and then save that. Save that as that. So if it passes that, let me see what that would look like. It would be like somewhere around here, $3. So I don't know, maybe I can close that right there. Maybe I would close it and wait for another setup and then get in. You know, I could do that, and then that would be like 3% gain, and then get in. So I recording a YouTube vid right now, and like literally going through the entire thing of what I did since day here, so you guys gonna be able to see it later on. So what I'm doing right now is preparing to take another partial if it passes right there, or not even a partial, but I would close the trade right there actually if it passes this and closes. If it passed this and closed, then I can just come out of the trade. So it passed it on MetaTrader. There you go. So it passed it here, but I want to see that close there first. If it doesn't, then I'm just gonna leave it to run same way. And even though it closed above the MAs, that does not mean to say it's going to do that. You know, I mean it's going to reverse or something like that. You know, because that's how they get you anyways. You know, they get you to think, oh, it's going to do something, and then all of a sudden it's not going to do that, because you're already looking at a bearish order flow. Why would you assume that it's going to go bullish now? You know what I mean? You see a low created, you see lows created from this structure high. You saw it came up here, created this what do you call this again? Can't remember what his name is, but it created this thing, and then it started to move lower. The expectancy is that price will continue to push lower. Simple as that. There's no reason for me to believe that it's going to be going bullish unless it breaks this right up here. You know, that's the only way for me to think that it's going to go bearish. Otherwise, I mean bullish. Otherwise, I'm fully bearish. And remember, my higher time frame, my 1 hour, the 1 hour is this. This is what we're looking at. So I'm just expecting price to come down here. That's it. And on the 4 hour, same thing. 4 hour didn't even come up here yet. Still just crushing the lows, you know. On the daily, on the weekly. On the weekly now, story kind of make it different, but I know trading on the weekly and I trade in the higher time frames. I'm trading down here. I use that as analysis, sure, you know. And see, same thing. They make you believe one thing, but then it's the total opposite. Although I don't know what's gonna play out yet. I have no idea what's gonna play out yet. But the likelihood is that this wants to get run on. So I'm gonna leave it so that it can run it. Simple as that. This is the most complex you'll ever see my chart, like looking like this. Like all these different joins and stuff like that, but they're not even like confusing at all. It's not like I'm using an indicator to look at it and all this extra stuff. He said you definitely took that trade in London. No. LOL. I'll my student think I traded in London. I'm gonna show him right now. I need to find the video. Oh, let me see. I took the trade at 8:56. Took the trade at 8:56. My student don't believe that I got in just a while ago. Like, thank God that I have the recording. You guys saw everything. Here it is, him trying to say that I didn't take the trade at he said I definitely took that trade in London, which is hilarious. But anyway, see, like I said, no, price still pushing down, you know. Yeah, I'll show him the screen, I mean how it looks in this. The only time it was that price was in London. Well, unless well, when does London close, or when does London thing? I know London is supposed to be like 3 o'clock in the morning or something like that, or 2 o'clock in the morning straight to like 8 or something like that. I don't necessarily know the time in between the London and thing. I just know New York is like 9 o'clock in the morning, you know what I mean? But I'm about to send you a screenshot of my trading view so you can see when I got into the price and how it is right now. And again, I'm recording the entire video right now. The entire video is being recorded as I'm even talking to you right now. It's on my screen that I'm sending this voice note, so you can understand that it's no joke, bro. This is the real thing. Yeah, bro. I'm just glad that I'm able to show people how this thing actually going on for real. And here we are, about to reach back the lows again. And if it does go there and pass right there, I'll just take another partial to just reach a certain point in the account, so that I can, you know, take it to a good level. So right now what we did, see here, we about to reach that partial now. Maybe what we did right here on a smaller scale now, because again, it happens on all time frames. So if I go down here to, like, I don't know if I have access to the seconds chart, but 10-second. No, I don't have access to the 10-second chart. I can pay for the other thing. Yeah, there you go. So what happened was, this that happened up here is the same thing that happened right in here. So see there, see there. So what I can do is take another partial, because that there is very good gain right there of 1.5, which is half. So I just took that. Let me just screen record that. So I just took another partial. So far we made $6.28 for the day. $6.28 for the day. 6% of the actual account, and we're sitting at break even right now. So there's nothing left to do but chill out and just let it play out. So let me explain what I'm talking about now. So see it here, this came up high, low, and then came up here. So now this is what we're looking for. All right, that low right there, and then it came and did that. So what we would have been looking for on the inside of this price, because it didn't give the setup, I wouldn't even be looking for this right now to get back in again. But this came down. Let me see what he said. That showed the time, but it can tell you what the price was at what time. I don't know how to address that one there, but I'll figure out what he's trying to say after that. But see, inside of prices where I want price to gap up and then leave that area, and then I take the trade through. But it didn't, it just continued falling straight through it. So I'm not going to be interested in that one. But you see where price broke that. Like, to make this strategy, not even a strategy, but this understanding even nicer, you could have even simply taken the trade once it reaches that level and breaks it, and that could have been your trade right now. So you'd have been in this already, almost at a 0.1. I mean, almost at a 1-to-1. Let me see what he said. At 3:25 a.m. At 3:25. Okay, got you. I see what you're saying now, but definitely not, bro. I should stop the video right now just to show you. But what I'll do is, actually, yeah, I'm gonna stop the video right now. No, I have the screen recording. You know what I mean? I have the screen recording of when I got in. So I'm gonna stop the video now, edit the video, and then send the video in here so you can understand it. I literally got into this trade at the time that I just showed you, which is at, let me see, 8:56 this morning. 8:56, and the price was 26.67. Simple. Yeah, I don't even know how else I could ever show you that except for you seeing the video itself. But right now, as I'm talking to you, it's being recorded. You know what I mean? You're gonna see, man. You're gonna see where I took the loss, and then you're gonna see where I got in. Yeah, man. And it's still recording, so that's good. I'm happy for this. And we still pushing lower. And see, if I didn't take that partial, we would have still been going good, but that's all right. I can just leave it as is. See me? Right now we $6 in profit, five something in profit, and I can just leave it to run, because right now this is the high that it would have to break for me to consider it being bullish. You know what I mean? Or the trend being finished right there. So I just leaving it BE at the very top. And oh yeah, so I can change this now to this. Believe me, this video is super valuable if you get the chance to actually see what's going on. Excuse me. And remember, our target is this down here. So I'll keep you guys updated on this. Peace. Equity wise be up 19% on the 100. 19%. That is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Look at this. This is a great push. Like, that 1 hour is getting closed upon real quick, you know. And like, even in the next hourly candle can come and clear that out. The next 3 hours can go ahead and clear that out. But I just wanted to show this to my boy here, because I think he was trying to say that it probably wasn't a real thing. But yeah. So what was the price entry on NAS100? The price entry was 2667 right here on the chart, but on MetaTrader it was 2662. No, yeah, 2662. 20, as you can see right here, 2662. 2662.80. So I'm telling him same way to what it is, you know what I mean, so he can see. Now right now, do I close? Do I let the rest run? Do I take another partial? What should I do? To maximize potential, let's just work it out real quick. To maximize potential, what am I looking at? I'm looking at the 1 hour to go below here and probably close, and hopefully another candle can go down. But what's the tendency? Price will, what do you see happen? Price will boom, close, and might come back up, but might continue. What do you see happen right here? Close, price came back up, probably would have stopped you out in here, and then came back down and gave you another entry and would have stopped you out totally, you know. So it's all a game, it's all a guessing game, because you don't know. You really don't know, and nobody knows, and nobody can claim to know either. They just really don't know. So the best thing you can do is work your way down and partial out as much as you can. I've already gained on the account. I've already gained 6%, 6.83% on the account. Of course I can push more, but I'm perfectly fine, because if I'm risking 5%, that means I've made one extra trade that I can work with. In other words, like a free trade, right? And as long as I'm playing within the probability, then come on, you know, it'll work over time. Because what you're going to do now, if I close right now at this, let's say around 20, then that awards me what? 5, 10, 15, 20. That awards me 4 more trades to go at. But not necessarily, because if I'm trading on a percentage base, if I'm trading at 5%, then that 5% changes from $5, because it only stands at $5 at $100 base, because 5% of 100 is $5. So now that it's at 120, how I'm going to compound the account to reach there very fast is to still do 5%. So 5% of 120 is now what I would be trading with. So now you understand how that growth will work. Compound trading, that's how this thing will work. And the reason why it'll still work over time and help you to reach way further is the fact that that percentage growth and your probability is still within range. Not percentage growth, your probability is still within that range. You're still operating at a 60 to 40 probability of winning, right? 60-40. But now your percentage has increased. Your amount has increased, not your percentage, but your amount that you're trading with, because of your gains. That's how this thing works. Very simple. And now that I have that in my mind and in action, it's about keeping myself accountable now. It's not about me knowing how to trade, and I know how to trade. It's about keeping myself accountable, not being greedy, not being impatient. You saw today me not being impatient, although I knew exactly where I wanted to get into. And then just moving forward from there, you know what I mean? Very simply put. Yeah, I don't need to say nothing else about this. I can just let it ride, and if it hits me break even, I'll just jump back on and say, oh, remember our old trade? Boom, break even. Or guess what, guys? We're still in this trade. You know what I mean? But right now we floating at good profits. That much I'll say. Very simply put. Cool. If it breaks this, then that would be the new high right here. So let's see. So it broke it, which means this is the new high right here. And I can probably say, boy, if it comes and cross here and then close above my MAs, I'll probably partial out again or close entirely. I don't know. Hear my voice, man? My voice just going. Yeah, man. So more than likely, if it cross here and then close above there, I'll probably go take another partial or go BE. When I say go BE, as in like move my stop loss down there. So what that would award me if I put it down here is a $9 gain. That's what that would award me. But worst case scenario, I don't want it to come down, come up, stop me, and then go back down again. I hate when that happens. Hate when it happens, but you can't control. Actually, I think that's the best thing to do. So right now we're sitting at $9.15. So I can actually screen record this. Oh, it just took me out. Damn. I said I'm gonna screen record it and it just took me right out. So it stopped me out right here, and it stopped me out perfect. Look at that bullish candle. Look at that. That's, I don't know, that was a godsend type of thing, but that's just how trading works though. So I got stopped out right there. If I got 856, that was funny because while I'm just going to screen record to show you guys that I can get out of the trade when it crosses this high, as soon as I go to start screen recording, it just goes out and takes me out right at the same spot that I was going to tell you guys. And this also is being recorded. So yeah, that was a very good gain on the account today. For the $100 account that I started on, today we're at $16 profit. So that's 16%. What you do with 100 is what you can do with 1,000. What you do with 1,000 is what you can do with 10. What you can do with 10 grand, what you can do with 100,000. So that would have been, exponential growth right there, based on the same strategy, same everything. If this was a funded account, this would be the exact same result. Nothing different, nothing changed. Yeah, so cool. I just leave that there. Beautiful gain on the account. And I done for the day. I didn't even trade in nothing else for the day. I'm just gonna edit this video and then put it out. You know what I mean? Big up on yourself. I appreciate on not joining, and I hope you got some value in this. And yeah, subscribe to the channel so you can get more value. Why wouldn't you want to? And join the Discord, because in the Discord is where I'm gonna be posting all of this stuff. In the Discord is where I will be posting all of these things. All right. Closed trade at 16%. Sorry, 16% gain on the account. It shouldn't say BE is actually stop loss. So do I have a SL here? No. So I'd have to create this one as a SL instead. Yeah. And then save that one there as a thing. So stop loss. Excuse me. And that's just that. You know what I mean? I don't know what gold doing, but I didn't necessarily like that. I just saw the I saw the setup on NAS and I decided to take that one. Like if I did no partials, no nothing, the max potential of what we did just a while ago was 1 to 5. So on that $10 risk, if I had left that entirely, no partials, no nothing, I would have had $50 gained, which is a whole 50% gain. But that's not how trading works. You're not always going to be doing that. Eventually I might just be doing that because that may be the development of the system itself, but you never know, and we're going to see where we take it. And plus, based on how our members look at it, based on how the team looks at it, then we'll decide how that goes forward to best elevate our experience with trading and our profitability and just success overall. You know what I mean? Financial freedom, getting closer and closer to that financial freedom. It's all about you. Get out of your own way because you know how to trade, whether or not you're following my system, the system, or you're doing whatever you're doing. If you know that you're profitable over a certain amount of trades, out of 100 trades you have a profitability range, stick to it. Risk the right amount that you know you can have your probability play out, the failures play out, and then your winners win so that you can be profitable. It's a very simple thing, you know. So let's just continue this. Now let me show you the final thing. Now if I was supposed to get back into NAS, say you just hopped onto the charts, it's 9:48 in the morning right now, what I would be looking for is, so hold on, no, let me actually save all of this because I'm going to explain this to my students in depth. John 13th in depth, and then I can get off with all of that. And let me show you now how, or what I would be doing should I had just got onto the charts. Let me make sure I'm recording. Yeah, man. If I had just gotten onto the charts, what I would be doing right now is actually waiting for this to happen. So price just came down. I want price to break this, come back down, break this, pause, and then I can take this lower. And it's the same thing just happening on repeat over and over and over and over and over and over since 19 whenever. It's the same system over and over again. Because where's that 1 hour target? That 1 hour target still hasn't been tapped in as yet, and see price is just pulling back, and that's fine because in 10 minutes this next candle might open up and then slap right through, and that might give us the craziest gain, but we're already out of the trade. So this is the target bottom, this is what I'd be waiting for right now, at least, you know what I mean, that target to probably hit somewhere here and then go way lower. And this is how price moves. See, this is the same thing as this right here, and look at what this price did, this price action right here, you know what I mean. So now even if you were looking for a similar push, this is what you would be looking for from that point, you know. Let's even just make it from that point right there, right? So from the low, then this is the type of move you're looking for. This is actually what you're looking for, roughly around the same range, you know what I mean. Same thing with these ones. So this one hit here and came down to right here. What was that range like? What was that range like when it hit this? Bam, similar range. Look at that, and it surpassed it actually. See, similar and surpassed it. Then the second one was this one right here. Then the next one we're anticipating to be that, because why wouldn't you? Up here, look at the same thing, came, did the same thing, and then doubled up and did the same thing. Man, I cannot simplify it anymore for you, because if you don't understand it by now, or you don't see why doing by now, maybe you shouldn't be traded, point blank. But I have patience and I'm willing to teach anybody about this, you know what I mean. But I'm making it as simple as possible. But join the Discord so that I can show you exactly like what I look for with the MAs as well. It's not that different or difficult. But the community is what's most important, because you get out of your own way when you have a community that you join and that you trust, and that people around you are doing the very similar things. Because, you know, like the saying, show me your friends and I can show you who you are. It's the same thing. So show me the traders that you're around and I can show you your success. I can show you if you're going to be profitable. I can show you if you're going to be whatever, you know what I mean? And in my community, we're going to be disciplined. We're going to be sticking to the same mechanics over and over on repeat, because we see the proof that it's profitable and it's real. You know what I mean? In this community, we're going to be helping each other and showing each other the ropes. You know what I mean? It's just a quick boost. It's a clear path to where you want to go. And I think I've said enough. Big up on yourself, Bed Tev, Key Level. Peace.